Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today, and today we're going to be talking about the Houston Rockets potentially signing veteran center JaVale McGee. As last week, on last Wednesday, the Dallas Mavericks waived veteran center JaVale McGee, who spent the last season with them. Last season with Dallas, he averaged 4.4 points per game with 2.5 rebounds per game, shooting 64% from field goal percentage 64%, free throw percentage 60%. And three-point percentage was 40%. He also averaged a half assist per game with 1 block per game last season with the Dallas Mavericks as most of the time a backup center, but also was sometimes their third center in the lineup. The Houston Rockets kind of need a new center in on the roster. You have Sengun and you have Jock Landale, but going into training camp, there are only 2 centers, and the Rockets have 1 roster spot open, so that they can pick up 1 player. And with 1 roster spot open, you would think if they're going to pick someone else up, it's going to be a center. So you have a couple options at that center position to pick up a center for that final roster spot going into training camp. I think one option is a former Houston Rocket that just got waived as well by the Oklahoma City Thunder, Usman Garuba, who was on this team for the last 2 years. I think that's one option. And then another option is JaVale McGee, who is a veteran. We've seen what the Rockets have been about this offseason, about adding in veterans. So I feel like JaVale McGee could be a guy that the Rockets could have some interest in. They probably do need another center going into training camp. Yes, for the regular season, you're fine. I don't know about for the regular season, because for the regular season right now they only have 2 centers. Yes, Jabari can play the 5, but he's going to mostly play the 4 all season. But you only have Sengun and Landale at the 5 of this season, and maybe if the Rockets need him to, Jabari will play the 5. But you would think the Rockets would want to add in another center to be the 3rd center on the team. And I think multiple candidates. There's multiple candidates. I think the top 2 are probably JaVale McGee and Usman Garuba. We've seen what the Rockets have been about adding in veterans. They've added in Fred VanVleet and Dillon Brooks. They've added in Jeff Green. They added in Aaron Holiday. They've added in experienced players in the league. And maybe, add in another very experienced veteran. They added in Jeff Green. And, they've kind of showed that they want to kind of do what Denver, did. They have that group of vets that were just, great group of vets. So maybe, the Rockets can build that type of sort of thing here, and with JaVale McGee and Jeff Green. 2 really, good guys, have had a solid, very solid long careers. And not only that, but they're still decent ball players today. And they can help with some of our young guys. And I think, JaVale McGee would be a really solid signing for the Rockets. But at the same time, I wouldn't mind if the Rockets picked up Usman Garuba back, who they selected in the 1st round in the 2021 NBA draft. So, yeah, user thoughts, what you think the Rockets should do. Should the Rockets sign JaVale McGee, or should they sign Usman Garuba, or should they sign somebody else? Because the Rockets have 1 roster spot open going into training camp, when training camp starts almost a month away. Training camp is almost a month away. This week will be a month away, because training camp for the Rockets starts September 30th. It's about to be August 30th. August 30th will be on Wednesday. So we're a couple of days from being a month away. We're almost a month away from Houston Rockets training camp starting. So you have that 1 roster spot to fill. You would probably think it would be a center. So is that going to be JaVale McGee? Is that going to be Usman Garuba, or is that going to be somebody else? Or maybe it's not a center. Who knows? Let me know in the comment section. How do you think the Houston Rockets should fill that last roster spot? Who should they add in for that last roster spot going into training camp? That's it for the video, though. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out. Go Rockets.